Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to welcome you all today. Thank you for being here. Today, we'll be exploring the fascinating world of electronic document review systems. My name is Dr. S.K. Singh, and I hold a PhD in this field. The presentation is titled Electronic Document Review Systems, with a focus on EBMR and EQMS. Over the next few slides, we'll cover the key features, benefits, and applications of these systems. I look forward to sharing insights with you and engaging in a fruitful discussion. Let's get started. Welcome to our discussion on electronic document review systems. These systems, such as electronic batch manufacturing records and electronic quality management systems, EQMS, are vital tools in the pharmaceutical industry. They are computerized platforms designed to manage, review, approve, and archive records, all while ensuring compliance with regulatory standards. What makes these systems so valuable is their ability to improve data accuracy and traceability. They streamline workflows, making the review and approval process much more efficient. Plus, they help maintain data integrity, so the information remains reliable and consistent over time. Another key benefit is that they enable real-time review and approval, which accelerates decision-making and keeps projects moving forward. And of course, supporting regulatory compliance is at the core of these systems. They help us stay audit-ready by providing clear, organized records that meet all necessary standards. All of these features tie back to our main goal, enhancing quality, efficiency, and compliance across the board. That's why electronic review systems are such a crucial part of modern pharmaceutical operations. Now, let's take a closer look at understanding EBMR and EQMS, which are essential components of our system overview. First, EBMR, or Electronic Batch Manufacturing Record, is a digital system that allows us to document and review all manufacturing and packaging activities electronically. This means we can track each step more efficiently and ensure accuracy in our records. On the other hand, EQMS, or Electronic Quality Management System, serves as a centralized platform for managing all quality-related processes. This includes handling deviations, CAPA, change controls, complaints, audits, and training records. By having everything in one place, we can streamline our quality oversight and respond more quickly to issues. The main objective here is to improve compliance, enhance workflow control, and strengthen our overall quality oversight. By leveraging these digital tools, we're aiming to create a more efficient, transparent, and reliable process that aligns with our broader goals of quality and compliance across the organization. Now, let's look at some of the key benefits of implementing electronic review systems. First, they enable faster review cycles, which means we can get through approvals and document checks more quickly, ultimately speeding up our overall processes. This efficiency also helps reduce manual errors, since automated workflows and electronic signatures minimize the risk of mistakes that can happen with paper-based systems. Another big advantage is improved traceability. With detailed audit trail tracking and version control, we can easily follow the history of a document, see who made what changes and when, and ensure accountability. This transparency is crucial for compliance and quality assurance. Now, let's connect these benefits to the key features that make electronic review systems so powerful. Features like electronic workflows and approvals streamline the review process, while audit trail tracking keeps a detailed record of all actions taken. Electronic signatures provide secure, legally binding approval, and role-based access control ensures that only authorized personnel can make changes or approve documents. Additional features such as automated review checkpoints help ensure nothing gets overlooked, and version control maintains a clear history of document updates. Real-time status monitoring allows us to see exactly where a review stands at any moment, and data backup and retrieval safeguard our information, preventing data loss. Altogether, these features work synergistically to make our review processes faster, more accurate, and more reliable, aligning with our overarching goal of continuous improvement in quality and compliance. Let's take a closer look at the key components of system validation requirements. When we talk about computer system validation, or CSV, we're referring to the process of ensuring that our computer systems are functioning correctly and reliably. This involves several critical documents and activities. First, there's the User Requirement Specification, or URS. This document outlines what the users need from the system, what it should do, how it should perform, and the essential features. It's the foundation that guides the entire validation process. Next is the Functional Specification, or FS, which translates those user needs into detailed technical requirements. Think of it as the blueprint that developers and engineers follow to build or validate the system. A crucial step in this process is the risk assessment. Here, we identify potential risks to data integrity, system performance, or compliance, and then implement strategies to mitigate those risks. This ensures that the system is not only functional, but also safe and compliant with regulations. Moving into the qualification phases, we have Installation Qualification, or IQ. This verifies that the system is installed correctly according to specifications. Then comes Operational Qualification, or OQ, which confirms that the system operates as intended under defined conditions. Following that is Performance Qualification, or PQ, where we demonstrate that the system consistently performs according to the requirements in real-world scenarios. Finally, we have Periodic Review and Revalidation. Systems can change over time, so regular reviews ensure they continue to meet validation standards and perform reliably. From a regulatory standpoint, it's essential to understand that systems must be validated to guarantee accuracy, reliability, and consistency. This validation is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process that assures the system's intended performance throughout its life cycle. By following these requirements and standards, we ensure our systems are compliant, trustworthy, and capable of supporting our overall quality objectives. Let's take a closer look at electronic records and electronic signatures under 21 CFR Part 11 compliance. First, it's crucial that our records are secure and traceable. This means we can verify the integrity and authenticity of the data at any time. Controlled access and permissions are also essential. They ensure only authorized personnel can view or modify records, maintaining data integrity. Accurate and complete data capture is vital, so we must ensure all information is recorded correctly and comprehensively. Additionally, maintaining an audit trail is key. It provides a detailed history of all changes and actions taken, supporting accountability and regulatory compliance. Moving on to electronic signatures, there are specific requirements to consider. Each user must have a unique identification, such as a username or ID, to ensure accountability. Password protection adds an extra layer of security, preventing unauthorized access. It's important to understand that electronic signatures are considered legally equivalent to handwritten signatures, which means they carry the same weight in a regulatory and legal context. Lastly, signature traceability and accountability are fundamental. Every electronic signature must be traceable back to the individual who signed, ensuring clear responsibility. All these elements together help us build a compliant, secure, and trustworthy electronic record-keeping system that aligns with regulatory standards and supports our overall quality and compliance objectives. Let's take a closer look at the importance of an audit trail review. This is all about data integrity controls, which are essential for maintaining trust in our data systems. When we talk about data integrity controls, we're referring to the mechanisms that track the creation, modification, and deletion of records. This way, we can always see who did what and when. User activity tracking is a key part of this, helping us monitor individual actions within the system. Date and timestamps are also crucial because they provide a precise record of when each change took place. Workflow approvals and changes are another critical aspect. These ensure that any modifications are properly authorized and documented, adding an extra layer of accountability. We also need to be vigilant about unauthorized access attempts, which could signal potential security issues. Now, from a regulatory perspective, there are some clear expectations. Audit trails must be both enabled and secured to prevent tampering. Regular reviews of these critical audit trails are necessary. Think of it as a periodic health check to ensure everything is in order. And any changes to data or procedures need to be justified and documented thoroughly. The main objective here is to ensure transparency within our data processes and to prevent any unauthorized data manipulation. By maintaining robust audit trails, we uphold data integrity, which ultimately supports compliance, accountability, and trust across our organization. Let's take a closer look at the risk-based electronic review process. As you can see, the typical electronic review process begins with record initiation and data entry, which is where all the relevant information is captured systematically. From there, the process moves into automated workflow routing, ensuring that each review step is assigned to the right person at the right time, streamlining the overall review cycle. Next, the reviewer verifies the data to confirm its accuracy and completeness, which is a critical step to maintain data integrity. Any exceptions or deviations are then handled through a specific process, allowing us to address issues promptly and ensure compliance. Once reviews are complete, QA provides approval and releases the records, marking their readiness for final use. The process concludes with electronic archival and retention, ensuring that all records are stored securely and can be retrieved easily when needed. Now, when we talk about high-risk areas that require enhanced review, there are a few key points to keep in mind. Critical process parameters are essential to monitor closely, because any deviations here can significantly impact product quality. Deviations and CAPAs, or corrective and preventive actions, are also areas where extra scrutiny is necessary to prevent recurrence of issues. OOS, or out-of-specification investigations, are another high-risk area, as these investigations can reveal important insights about process performance. Finally, batch release decisions are critical because they determine whether a product is suitable for distribution and use. Connecting all these points, the overall theme is that a risk-based approach helps us prioritize our review efforts, ensuring that we focus on the most critical areas to maintain product quality and compliance efficiently. Let's talk about data integrity controls, which are essential for maintaining the trustworthiness of our electronic data. First, restricted user access helps ensure that only authorized personnel can view or modify sensitive information, reducing the risk of errors or tampering. Next, periodic password management is vital. It keeps our security strong by regularly updating credentials, preventing unauthorized access over time. We also rely on robust backup and disaster recovery plans, so if something unexpected happens, we can quickly restore data and continue operations smoothly. Securing servers and databases is equally important. We need to protect our infrastructure from cyber threats and physical risks. Now, tying all of this together are the data integrity and ALCOA plus principles. These principles guide us to ensure our data is attributable, so we can trace its origin, legible, meaning it's clear and readable, and contemporaneous, recorded at the time of the event. It must also be the original, meaning the initial record, accurate, reflecting the true data, complete, containing all necessary information, and consistent, maintaining uniformity across records. Additionally, data should be enduring, preserved over time, and available for review when needed. By adhering to these controls and principles, we ensure our electronic data remains reliable, compliant, and supports sound decision-making across the organization. Let's take a closer look at some of the frequently observed deficiencies in these systems. First, inadequate system validation is a common issue. This means that sometimes systems aren't thoroughly tested to ensure they work as intended, which can lead to errors down the line. Shared user accounts are another problem. When multiple people use the same login, it becomes difficult to track who did what, compromising accountability. Incomplete audit trail reviews also pose risks, as missing or overlooked logs can hide improper activity. Weak access controls are also prevalent, making it easier for unauthorized users to access sensitive information. Additionally, Uncontrolled electronic templates can lead to inconsistencies or outdated documentation that isn't properly managed. Inadequate backup procedures are critical too, because if backups aren't reliable or frequent enough, data could be lost in a disaster. Lastly, missing periodic system reviews can mean that issues remain unaddressed over time, allowing vulnerabilities to persist. Now, what are the potential consequences of these deficiencies? They can be quite serious. For example, regulatory agencies like the FDA may issue warning letters if they find these issues during inspections. Data integrity problems can undermine the trustworthiness of your data, which is vital for compliance and decision-making. In worst cases, these issues can lead to product recalls, which are costly and damaging to reputation. And beyond that, there might be import alerts and inspection findings that can disrupt your supply chain and market access. Connecting this to the overall theme, it's clear that identifying and addressing these deficiencies is crucial not just for compliance, but for maintaining the safety, quality, and integrity of your products. Now, let's take a closer look at the IT department's responsibilities. They handle system maintenance and security to keep everything running smoothly and protect our data from threats. Backup and disaster recovery management are also key. They ensure that we can quickly restore operations if something unexpected happens. Access control administration is vital too, as it manages who has the right to access different parts of our system, maintaining security and integrity. Moving on to quality assurance, this involves overseeing compliance and validation. It's about making sure our processes meet all necessary standards and that our data is accurate and reliable. Regular reviews and audits are essential. They help us catch issues early and keep everything in check. Now, let's talk about roles and responsibilities. Starting with system users, it's crucial that they enter accurate and complete data because the quality of our information depends on it. Maintaining password confidentiality protects our system from unauthorized access, and following approved procedures ensures consistency and security across the board. For reviewers, their role is to verify that everything is complete and compliant with our standards. They review audit trails and exceptions to identify any irregularities and ensure transparency. Finally, they approve records electronically, which streamlines the process and maintains an audit trail for accountability. These roles work together to uphold the integrity and security of our system, supporting our overall goal of reliable, compliant, and secure operations. Let's now take a look at the benefits of electronic review systems. First, you'll notice they significantly improve efficiency and productivity. By streamlining review processes, teams can work faster and more effectively. This leads to faster batch release timelines, which is crucial in maintaining a steady production flow. Another key advantage is the reduction of paper-based documentation. Moving to electronic systems cuts down on clutter, minimizes errors, and makes data management much easier. Enhanced traceability and compliance are also major benefits, as electronic systems provide a clear, auditable trail of all activities, ensuring standards are consistently met. In addition, these systems improve deviation and CAPA tracking, making it easier to identify issues and implement corrective actions promptly. They also bolster inspection readiness, meaning your team is always prepared for audits. And with real-time data availability, decision-making becomes quicker and more informed. Now, let's consider the broader business impact. Implementing electronic review systems reduces operational risk by minimizing errors and ensuring consistent quality. It also boosts regulatory confidence, as regulators see that your processes are transparent and well-controlled. Lastly, it helps foster a stronger quality culture within your organization. Everyone becomes more engaged and committed to quality standards. Overall, these benefits are not just about efficiency. They fundamentally strengthen your entire quality management approach. Let's talk about continuous improvement, which is essential for maintaining and enhancing our system performance over time. First, we need to regularly monitor system performance to identify any issues early on. Gathering and evaluating user feedback is equally important, as it provides real-world insights into how the system functions in practice. Periodic compliance assessments help ensure that we're meeting regulatory requirements consistently. To truly strengthen our EBMR and EQMS systems, I recommend following best practices such as performing comprehensive system validation. This means thoroughly testing and verifying that our systems operate as intended. Implementing robust access controls is critical for protecting sensitive data and preventing unauthorized access. Conducting periodic audit trail reviews helps us track changes and maintain data integrity. Maintaining clear standard operating procedures, or SOPs, for our electronic systems ensures everyone knows how to operate them correctly and consistently. Regular training for personnel keeps the team up to date with best practices and system updates. Performing periodic system health checks allows us to catch potential issues before they escalate. Integrating risk management principles into our processes helps us proactively identify and mitigate potential threats. And finally, conducting regular data backup verification is vital to ensure that our backup systems are working properly and that we can recover data swiftly if needed. All these practices, when combined, form a comprehensive approach to continuous improvement that aligns perfectly with our goal of maintaining high-quality, compliant, and reliable systems. Let's wrap up with the key takeaways. Electronic document review systems really bolster efficiency, compliance, and data integrity. They make our review processes faster and more reliable. Systems like EBMR and EQMS are particularly valuable because they support real-time review and improve traceability, which is crucial for tracking changes and maintaining transparency. Regulatory compliance, of course, demands that our computerized systems are validated and secure. This isn't just a best practice, it's a requirement to ensure our data is trustworthy and that we meet industry standards. Effective audit trail review plays a vital role in maintaining data integrity. It allows us to track every change and review, ensuring that our records are complete and accurate. Finally, strong governance and QA oversight are essential for maintaining inspection readiness and operational excellence. They help us stay compliant, prepared, and committed to continuous improvement across all aspects of our processes. In essence, integrating these systems and practices supports our overall goal of delivering high-quality, compliant, and trustworthy operations. For further support, please feel free to reach out to us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional information you might need. Don't hesitate to contact us. We want to ensure you have all the resources necessary to succeed. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your engagement and interest. Remember, we're always here to support you, so don't hesitate to get in touch if you need anything. Thank you again, and have a great day.